Now, Thelma the Unicorn was okay. That's the best way to describe, because every time a Netflix do an animated movie, usually they're okay. The fact Netflix does better than animated series than actually animated movies, because most of them are just 6 out of 10. The just rare one or two films they make as an animated movie are really good. For example, I'm 100% sure people will agree with this. Sure, the Santa Claus one they made a couple of years ago. I think it'll be 5 or 6 years ago. That one, and also the one about that sort of 70s, 80s sort of kind of parody of action films. I don't remember the titles, but you get the idea which I'm talking about. But some of the horrors fall into 6 out of 10 type of films. Now, it's totally bad. No, they're decent. It's enjoyable, but it's something I recommend. Depends. You have something to do today. If you don't, I recommend at least watch a little bit or leave it on television when you're actually doing something and come back or stop to watch a specific thing that grabs your attention. After that, not really. I feel this would be a very good babysitter type of films if you have kids. If you don't, you like me, you like animated films because you just like animation. I said I'm not really fully recommended. The only time I recommend this is just doing chores around the house and leave it on, because some of the songs are enjoyable, but I'm not 100% sure. Some of the songs are original, and some of the songs I think they're just bought songs for this type of film. But other than that, what do I think about the film? Before I start, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, do reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. If you like how it's going, you like to help my channel, put a like, comment, and subscribe. That's all you need to do. If you don't, that's fine too. Of course, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to all people who does subscribe, like, and comment. If you don't, that's fine. Now let's start with the review. Now, this movie was actually based on a book. I never read it or heard it, but it's sort of based on, I think, a best-selling book of the year or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Do not quote me on that. But besides that, this is sort of a normal kind of biopic or the Stars is Born kind of type of film. It's all about Thelma, who is basically a pony who wants to be a good singer. But of course, at the same time, I was sort of weirded out how it started, because yeah, okay, she want to be a singer, all that, but something grasped my attention that sort of broke the rules of the film. That everybody talks to this pony, like humans and animals do the same job, do the same thing. That's kind of confused me for a second, because when you create a animated movie or any type of show, live action or anything like that, you set the rules of the whole story. Animals do this, humans do that. They do not interact. If they do, you have to sort of make it humanoid animals or with humans or something in the middle, so to make more fluent sense, so you not make it sort of jarring. And this is the thing, it starts kind of jarring because how these normal animals look pretty normal animals doing human jobs because they don't have fingers, how they press the buttons, move the knob, open doors. They leave a lot of questions. That's what I mean. It feels a little bit jarring, throws you off for a second. You have to get used to that sort of mindset. But besides that, Thelma is the type of character who wants to be a music person now. She want to be the next star musical. The only problem is nobody give her a chance because she doesn't have the sparkle. She doesn't have the main leading lady music. And she's sort of bummed out because every time she attempted to do sort of a session or a sort of competition, they always move her to the side like, yeah, you don't got it. Even that they don't show what she actually can sing, because she sings, she steals the whole show. But the only problem is no one willing to give her a chance because how she looks. Till that one day, she accidentally was sort of painting on with a bunch of paint and this sort of dust, make her sort of look like a unicorn. But it's almost was sort of a joke to their own friends, decide to take photos, till someone stopped and looked and were like, whoa, a real unicorn. They see to her, see what she is about. And this is the time she took the advantage to start singing, and she went viral. And this is basically what the whole story is about. That sort of funny ironic type of musical. That she is there, but also asking that question. is it worth it? Because she's finding out she had to give up a lot of things to be, well, famous. I mean, you see one biopic or one future star, you see them all. You know what's about to happen. You know she about to sell out. You know there's a lot of questionable things inside the business. But I'm surprised they actually went there for this type of film. Usually they do make animated musical videos about the music business, like Alma and the Chipmunks, or Sing, but they usually don't go that deep dive or not deep enough to understand how the business is sort of kind of corrupted in a way that there is some manipulation about the managers or people who work with you who will basically sell you stuff, but at the same time they're just looking for number one themselves. Even 50 Cent, who supposedly before he became famous as a singer, that he used to sell very questionable items, but he at least knows who to trust, who not to trust. In the music business, you can't trust anyone because everybody wearing the fancy clothes and they act very powerful. But once again, instead of you have to understand who to trust. And Thelma really doesn't because when she gets started, her new manager attempted to manipulate her, lie, and gaslight her to get her his way what she wants. At the same time, the manager is sort of a sleazy, sort of a depicted English man who basically a con artist who basically kick the star after star when they're actually done. But at the same time, the guy make people famous. But I love it. They go a little bit deeper, just becoming the little slimy uh, uh, coach he really is. That he has sort of a system. They have AI. Then you have to not pretend to be this person. You know, I have to date this other famous person to promote your music. Yeah, I love they actually went this sort of step because the people who make anime movies or biopics sort of skip that because 100% sure they're going for the famous person, not because it's the backstory. You don't want to see all the technical stuff. And this is what I just enjoy because they went in the technical stuff. They did say, oh, we do use AI. We use artificial music to actually sell you to you so you can make songs. How most popular IP ideas just regurgitated to give it to you so you can sing it back to the other mainstream so the mainstream pick it up. Because the more simple and more basic, the more mainstream you actually go. Basically, Thelma is sort of a plant. If you don't know what a plant is, especially what the music business does, is select a few young people or people who has talent and slowly building them up, giving the little guest stars here and there, giving all the props, all the equipment, all every little thing, just to setting them up to be mainstream. Even that you feel that sort of cheating with the other music people who actually work their ass off with basically no especially knowing of the business or have any connection have to work twice as hard, and this is the reason why people don't like plants because they're artificially made. And this is what's sort of interesting. Thelma is sort of unofficially made, but at the same time she is a artist. She knows how to write, she knows how to sing, but at the same time you don't need everything. You just need understanding of the business, how understanding how to sell yourself. And this is what the manager comes in. He does everything you think you need and actually sells that to the mainstream. But I love it. They actually go into that. I love it. They do semi explain about how the business works. Even they have very funny kind of puns like, oh, this is the sellout business because we sell out all the music, not because we sell people and kick them out. No, no, no. That's just a rumor. We only do that once. But once more, that's sort of the gag of the whole thing. They have almost sort of self awareness in a way. Of course, I did enjoy it because they never follow almost the same routine like other biopics or the Born and Star sort of situation. They sort of do, but they start to almost question if this worth it. That Thelma really thinks this is what she really wants. Even that she's sort of lying to her fans, lying to everything. But I love it also more. You can't really lie to the fans. If you do, the fans will reject you because the fans could easily be offended. Yeah, I like that they sort of go dive a little bit of this because they do dive a little bit of everything, but not the extent you wanted, but just enough to fully understand. In that, I just enjoy, I appreciate because they not pretending, oh, this is the greatest thing in your life. No, this is sort of a fake sort of kind of platform now words. I love it they even bring his fake boyfriend, this sort of YouTube star that he's famous because he's sort of growing up, but he feels sort of fake, but he doesn't know how what to do. But he only into this is because he needs the money to pay his college, and that's just sort of interesting. We have little moments like that make this film sort of worth watching, even if it's not perfect because the pacing is sort of eh. I mean, the pacing sort of ruins the film. I think good 20% of it, 20 or 30% of it. But the rest of the pacing is fine. It's just the sort of moments that I feel was a little bit faster, or some of the jokes removed or added. The little nitpicks here and there. But all of that is still a okay film. It's not completely terrible, but yet 100% sure people probably don't like it because how the beginning sort of starts, because it starts a little awkward. But besides that, it's enjoyable because these go by step what happened to someone who want to be famous, realize they don't want to be famous anymore, and they're sort of trying to get out. Before they get out, they try to show who they actually are and sort of prove themselves that she can't make it and retire. That's basically the whole story. But once again, it's all about the execution. It's all about the ride. And they accomplished that. Yes, not perfect, but still enjoyable. Something I, once again, semi sort of recommend, depends on you. Just put it on television and do your chores. And you'll be okay. But besides that, I think one thing I have to sort of mention is sort of the animation. The animation right now it's fine. It's sort of the art style they chose for some of the characters that could be little nitpickies of some people because some of the human characters look a little bit too realistic, disgusting, or something like that because all the characters look fine, enjoyable, stretchy, but the human characters trying to make that sort of ugly look or kind of caricatures of a human being that okay, it depends on you how you felt about that. If you don't like that, there's sort of a black mark on this film for you. If you don't, you like me, it's sort of the choice of the director who wants that sort of style. That's fine. It's just they don't focus that much, they'll be okay. They sort of focuses some scenes, but once more, it's little scenes here and there because they keep focusing on all of different things. The development of Thelma thinking this is the right thing or not the right thing. Especially her friends who attempted to convince her, you sure you want this? You sure you feel a little bit too much work or this? Be more realistic now. Words. Yeah, I like about that about Thelma's friends. Think about being more realistic. But other than that, this film is fine. I really can't say much. In fact, I have this one question. How you felt about this film? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.